Okay, on this video, we will be solving problems related to quadratic equations or problems na quadratic equations yung pinaka-equation na kailangan mong isolve para ma-solve yung problem. A rectangular garden has an area of 84 meters squared and a perimeter of 38 meters. Find its length and width. So we have a rectangular garden and it has an area of 84 square meters. Tapos yung perimeter niya ay 38 meters. Kung perimeter yan, we don't know the length and the width of the rectangular garden. So, let, capital dapat, meter squared. So, we let L be the length and W be the width. Okay, so let L be the length and W be the width. Ngayon, this is L, W. Remember perimeter? Perimeter is the sum of all the sides. So perimeter is equal to, there are 2L, so that's 2L plus 2W. Or perimeter is equal to twice of length plus width. Now the perimeter is 38 meters, so we can substitute 38 to P. That's equivalent to 2 times L plus W. Then we can divide everything by 2. So 38 divided by 2, that's 19. 19 is equal to length plus the width. Now, the area is 84 meters squared. Formula for area, sa sulat. So tayo dito. Area is equal to length times the width. Okay? The area is 84 meters squared. So we'll put 84 here. And then our length, let that be L. So L na lang gamitin natin, L. And then the width, we can use this equation to get the value of the width. Okay? So mangyayari natin, ililipat natin yung L sa kabila. So it will become 19 minus L equals W. So this is the value of your width. So your width is 19 minus L. Simplify lang natin. We have 84 equals L times 19. That's 19L. And then L minus L squared. So multiply on. So we'll get L squared. L times L pala. So that's L squared. And then we transpose everything to the left side. So we will get L squared muna. And then 19L will become negative 19L plus 84 equals 0. Okay. So gamitin natin yung, although you can solve this by factoring or any method na alam mo, but let's use your scientific calculator to solve, for the value of L. Ang gawin natin, you go to mode and then you look for equation. Yan. So, yeah, equation and then press equals. And then, tatanungin ka, simultaneous equation or polynomial equation? So, since hindi mo ito simultaneous equation, we'll go to polynomial. Polynomial of degree, anong degree nito? Since this is quadratic, degree 2. So, we select 2. And then, you just plug in the coefficients. So, L squared, so that's 1. X dito pero L yung ginamit natin. L, that's 1. And then, you press equals. And then, minus 19. And then equals to that. And then 84. Tapos equals to that. Okay. And then you press equals again. So that's the first root. We have x equals 12 or L equals 12. L equals 12. The other one, you press equals again. You'll get 7. So L equals 12 or L equals 7. Since pares naman itong pwede, 12 and 7. So if we use L equals 12, kasi normally mas mahaba yung length nga siya, yung length. So the length is 12 meters. The width is 19 minus L. So 19 minus L, that's 19 minus 12, so that's 7. And the width is 7 meters. Okay, so there you go for number 1. Let's have number 2. A children's park is 350 meters long and 200 meters wide. It is surrounded by a pathway of uniform width. Suppose the total area of the park and the pathway is 74,464. How wide is the pathway? Drawing muna natin. So there is a children's park that is 350 meters long. 350 meters long. And 200 meters wide. So, 200 yan. It's 200. And then 200 meters wide. Now, it is surrounded by a pathway of uniform width. So, for example, parang ganito. So, mayroong pathway, surrounded by the pathway daw eh. Yan. Okay. Let's say, since we don't know, let's say x with x wide. X width, x wide. Comment down below. So, kung x yon, x din to. Tapos, x din tong height na to. Tapos, ito x din. Okay. Yung total area daw nun ay 74,464. So, yung total area ito, kasama na yung pathway. So, in short, mula dito hanggang dito, gano'n na kalahaba kasama na yung pathway. Kapag kasama na yung pathway, since this is 350 meters long, yung loob, tapos nadagdagan pa siya ng X dun sa taas, kasi parang nadagdagan ka ng X dito nadagdagan ka ulit ng X. So, yung buong field kasama yung pathway ay 350 plus 2X. Okay. Yung baba naman, 200 yun, no? So, mula dito hanggang dito, since 200 na to, nadagdagan to ng dito, nagdagdagan ng X, dito nadagdagan din ng X. So, that's 200 plus 2X. Okay. Dito hanggang dun. Now, the area daw nito, buo lahat, kasama ng pathway, is 74,464. So, area ng rectangle is length times width. Length times width is equal to area. Yung length natin is 350 plus 2x. Yung width natin is 200 plus 2x equals 74,464. Normally that, pantay-pantay yung equals nito dito. So that's length times width equals your area. Okay, tapos simplify natin to. 350, 2x, distribute lang natin. 350 times 200 equals 70,000. 70,000. And then 350 plus 200, that is 550 plus, hindi pala, times 2. 550 times 2 plus 1,100x plus 4x squared equals 74,464. Tapos lipat lang natin lahat sa saan to? Sa left side. So, unahin natin yung 4x squared. 4x squared plus 1100s. And then, 70,000 minus 74,464. Magiging negative na yun. That's negative 4,464 equals 0. You can divide everything by 4 para ma-simplify. Pero, since gagamit naman tayo ng calculator, pwede natin ma-solve yan. So, let's go to mode and then hanapin nyo lang ulit yung equations. And then, polynomial to of degree 2. Okay. So, solve na natin. Let's plug in the values. We have 4 equals, and then 1,100 equals the negative 4,464 equals. So the values of x are, x equals, what's that? That's the first value. First value is 4 or negative 279. Or x equals negative 279. And for this case, remember yung x natin, that's the length of the pathway. Tama ng pathway. So, mukhang hindi mo pwede yung negative, no? So, the length of the pathway is 4 meters. So, how wide is the pathway? The pathway is 4 meters wide. Okay. So, let's have number 2. A car travels 200 km faster than a truck. The car covers 350 kilometers in 2 hours, less than the time it takes the truck to travel the same distance. What is the speed of the car? How about the truck? Okay, gagamit tayo ng relationship ng distance, rate, at saka time. Remember sa grade grades, grade 5, grade 6, di ba? Remember rate or speed is equal to distance over time. Remember that? Rate is equal to distance over time. Or time is equal to distance over rate, or distance is equal to rate times time. Rate times time. So, normally, ginagawa ko ito naka-table ng distance equals rate times time. So, may dalawa tayong moving object na pinag-uusapan. We have a car and a truck. So, yung car natin, lagyan natin dito. Car, and then yung truck. Lagyan natin yung distance, yung rate, at saka yung time nila. So, I will make a table for the distance, rate, and saka time. Ngayon, a car travels 20 kilometers faster than a truck. Mas mabilis daw yung car ng 20 kilometers per hour kaysa sa truck. Hindi natin alam kung gaano kabilis yung truck, so let that be x. So, let x. Normally, yung let x or yung representation dapat sa una yan nilalagay ha, pero dito na natin isulat. Let x be the speed of the truck. Okay, so since x yung speed ng truck and the car is 20 kilometers faster, so that's x plus 20. The car covers 350 kilometers in 2 hours, less than the time it takes the truck to travel the same distance. So they both traveled 350 kilometers. So yung distance nila is parehas 350. Now, remember the formula for time. The formula for time is distance over rate. So distance over rate, so that's 350 kasi yung distance traveled by the car divided by the rate, which is x plus 20. Now, for the truck, the time is, again, time is distance over rate. So that's 350 over x. Ngayon, mas mabilis daw ng 2 hours yung kotse. Kasi siyempre di mas mabilis yung kotse. So mas maaga siya makakarating doon. 2 hours daw yung lamang. So the question is, ano yung equation natin? Doon lang tayo sa time. Kasi sabi daw dito, 2 hours less. Sama yan sa baba. 2 hours less than the time it takes the truck to travel the same distance. So mas mahaba ng oras yung truck. So yung oras nung car, which is 350 over x plus 20, equal yon sa oras nung truck, which is, this is 350 dapat. 350. Equal sa 350 over x, 350 over x, minus 2. Kasi, mas mahaba ng oras yung truck kaysa dun sa car. Okay lang naman, plus mo ng 2 yung car. Para sa yung nakakalabasan. Okay, so ang gawin natin, lipat natin lahat sa left side. So we have 350 over x plus 20 minus, so ayusin lang natin. So we have 350 over x plus 20 minus 350 over x plus 2 equals 0. Now, the LCD is equivalent to, what's this, x. I can see an x and I can see an x plus 20. LCD, kasi this is a rational equation that can be transformed into quadratic equation. So we can use the techniques that we learned. So, LCD is x times x plus 20. You can multiply everything by x times x plus 20. Okay, so this is how I do it. Una, ginagawa ko mo ng similar fractions lahat ng terms kasi para mas madaling mag-add ng pag-similar fractions. So, ang iniisip ko na lang, since itong kabila, kulang to ng x sa ilalim, tama, sa denominator. So, mangyayari to, multiply ko to sa x times x. Yan. Itong kabila naman, yung 350 times 350 over x, kulang naman siya ng x plus 20. Ilipat ko lang ng konti ito. What's this? Plus 2, no? Plus 2 equals 0. So, yung kabila naman, kulang naman to ng x plus 20. So, yung denominator, multiply ko sa x plus 20. Pero syempre, yung taas din. Multiply ko din sa x plus 20. Parang wala lang nangyari. Multiply mo lang siya sa 1. Itong 2, multiply mo siya naman doon sa LCD. So, it's multiplied by x times x plus 20 over x times x plus 20. Ibig sabihin, pwede mo nang i-add to kasi pare-pares sila ng denominator. Pero simplify muna natin. This is 350 x over x times x plus 20 minus 350 times x plus 20 over ulit x times x plus 20 plus 2 times x plus 20 over x times x plus 20 equals 0. So, ang gawin natin, simplify natin yung taas. Kasi similar fraction na sila. Mangyari dyan, isang malaking over na lang yan. Similar fraction, so that's over x times x plus 20. So, this will become 350x minus. So, let's distribute this. That's negative 350x minus what's that? Minus 7,000. Minus 7,000. Kasi 35 times 2, 70. May dalawang 0, 7,000. Plus 2x times x, that's 2x squared. And then 2x times 20, that's 40x equals 0. So we have a fraction that's equivalent to 0. Nangyayari lang yon kapag ang numerator mo ay equal sa 0. So we will just equate the numerator to 0, hindi natin papakalaman yung denominator. So we'll get 350. X, ito, cancel na lang natin to para natin siya isulat. So this is cancelled. And then may iwan sa atin ay 2x squared plus 40x minus 7,000 equals 0. Then, let's get our calculator. So, our x, A is 2, your B is 40, and your C is minus 7,000 equals, the next equals will give you the first root, which is 50, and the second root is negative 70. So x equals 50, or x equals negative 70. But since our x is the speed of the truck, hindi siya pwedeng negative, so our x is 50. So the question is here is, what is the speed of the car? So thus the speed of the car is 50 plus 20, that's 70 kilometers per hour, while the speed of the truck, what's that, truck is 50 kilometers per hour. Okay, let's have item number 4. Jane and Maria can clean the house in 8 hours if they work together. The time that Jane takes in cleaning the house alone is 4 hours more than the time Maria takes cleaning the same house. How long does it take Jane to clean the house alone? How about Maria? So we don't know again the amount of time it will take Jane and Maria to clean the house, but we know that mas mabilis si Maria kasi si Jane daw ay 4 hours more. Okay, 4 hours more. So we're going to let x be the time. Okay, the time it will take Maria. It will take Maria to clean the house. So kung x si Maria, it follows that x plus 4 be the time it will take si Jane naman. So kaya nila magkompleto ng representation natin. So x plus 4 yung time ni Jane. Ngayon kapag mga work problem na katulad nito, ang isinosolve natin kung gaano sila kabilis kapag ano yung nako-cover nila per unit time. So in this case, hours, ilang fraction ng trabaho yung nagawa na nila. So alam natin na in 1 hour, ang magagawa ni Maria ay 1 over x. Kasi for example, kung kaya ni Maria na gawin yung trabaho in 10 hours, in 1 hour, ang kaya niyang trabahuin ay 1 over 10 ng trabaho. Tama? So, 1 over 10 yung kayang gawin ni Maria, or 1 over x pala. Si Jane naman, kaya niyang gawin in 1 over x plus 4. And they work together. So, we'll add yung nagawa nila plus, sabi daw dito, they can finish the job in 8 hours. Obviously, kung 8 hours yon, 1 over 8 yung nagawa nila in 1 hour. That's equivalent to 1 over 8. So, again, this is equation, rational equation, transformable into quadratic equation. Our LCD is x, and x plus 4 times 8 pala. So, let's transpose everything to the left side. We'll get 1 over x plus 1 over x plus 4 minus 1 over 8 is equal to 0. And then we multiply everything by the LCD. Our LCD is x times x plus 4 times 8. So, kung gusto nyo ginagawa yung tinuro ko kanina, pwede naman din yun. Kung hindi, you can multiply everything by x, 8x times x plus 4. Yun, by the LCD. Okay. Or, gawin yung ginagawa natin kanina. Ang technique natin, alam natin that the denominator will become 8x times x plus 4. Ito, x, ang kulang dyan. So, basically, parang ganito nangyari dyan. You divide 8x times x plus 4 divided by x. So, ang kulang doon ay 8 at saka x plus 4. So, mamumultiply yun sa numerator, which is 1. So, may tira na lang ay 8 times x plus 4. Sa kabila naman, yung x plus 4, ang kulang sa kanya ay 8x. Mamumultiply sa 1. So, that will become 8x. Minus sa 8, 8x times x plus 4 divided by 8. So, ang kulang doon ay x times x plus 4. Kaso may minus sign. So, do not forget the parentheses kasi malilito kayo kapag sinimplify nyo na hindi nyo nalagyan ng parentheses. Let's simplify this. So, this will become 8x. So, where is... Okay, so the answers are 6 plus 2 square root of 17. That's approximately 14.25. So, x is equal to 14, approximately 14.25. And then, the other one is negative. So, since time tong pinag-usapan natin, we'll not consider that anymore. So, 14.25 approximately. That's how long Jane... 14.25, that's the time it will take Jane to clean the house. Di pala, si Maria pala yun. Si Maria. Okay, Maria can clean the house in 14.25 hours. So, Maria can clean the house in 14.25 hours approximately, while Jane can do it in x plus 4. So, plus 4. So, that's 18.25. In 18.25 hours. Dapat pala may nakalagay ito, working alone, Maria can clean the house in 14.25 hours, while Jane can do it in 18.25 hours. Let's have number 5. If an amount of money, P in pesos, is invested at R% compounded annually, it will grow to an amount A equals, so we have a formula, A equals P times 1 plus R raised to 2 in 2 years. Suppose Miss Madrigal wants her money amounting 200,000 to grow 228,980 in 2 years. At what rate must she invest her money? This is equivalent to the, tama kung magkano in-invest, no? So this is P. And this one is the amount. Tama, the amount. So this is your A. Substitute to the formula. We have A equals P times 1 plus R squared. Your A is 228,980 equals your principal amount is 200,000 times 1 plus rate. We don't know yet the rate squared. So we can simplify muna to. So we have 200,000. 1 plus R squared. That's 1 plus 2R plus R squared. In case you don't know that, that's equivalent to, in case gusto yung review yun, that's 1 plus R times 1 plus R. Tapos, you just distribute. So it will end up with this one. It's 228,980. Okay. You can distribute 200 na dito. Okay naman, pwede mo namang i-divide mo na. Let's see lang kung divisible lang. So, when we divide everything by 200,000, so cancel to, maiiwan na lang dito ay 1 plus 2R plus R squared. It is 1. Kinumpit ko na kanina, that's equivalent to 1.1449. So, it's 1.1449. Then, pwedeng din ilipat lahat sa kanan. So, para 0 na lang to. 0 is equal to, let's arrange natin to. R squared plus 2R plus 1 minus 1.1449. So, this will become R squared plus 2R minus 0.1449. Again, we can solve this using calculator ulit. Mode, and then let's look for equation. This one. Polynomial of degree 2. So, we have 1 for A For B, it's 2. And for C, it's negative 0.1449. So x is equal to 7 over 10. Or negative 207 over 10. Over 100 pala. Ano yung isa? Negative 7, hindi pala. 7 over 100. The first one is 7 over 100. Or 0.07. R is equal to 0.07. And the other one is negative. Since negative yung isa, rate yung pinag-usapan natin. Hindi wala naman negative na rate. Ano yung maubos yung pera mo. Okay? So, positive 0.07. So, therefore, dalawa yung sagot dito. Pero yung positive na lang yung natin. At what rate must she invest her money? Rate is at 7%. Okay, at 7%. So, kayo na lang maglagay ng sagot in sentence form.